Hello. Hi.
Hi, hi, Malik here.
Hi, this is Devika from Nextgenius.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we'll just wait for like 2-3 minutes more for more people to join in and then we'll begin.
Perfect.
Sure. Yeah, so we'll also stream live on our Facebook page because there's a limit for only 100 people to participate. And we have registrations more than that. So I'll just meanwhile stream this video live on Facebook.
Should we share our screen now or?
Yeah, just a second. We'll just let you share your screen in like 2 minutes. Just a minute. You can just take a minute for us to stream live on Facebook and then we can begin.
We're going to begin with an introduction of Nextgenius, or we are directly.
Yes, I can just do a small introduction for Nextgenius. I really hope you don't mind if I just take a minute because I just want to put up the information for us to go live on Facebook. So just a minute. All right, so we are also live on Facebook now for those who cannot join in, and if you want to share link with someone. All right, so without much delay, hi, this is Devika. Good evening. I am from the Next Genius Foundation. Today we are very thrilled to have this amazing to be amazing session with the Young Volunteers Organization, and we have already come half a day with a lot of profile building webinars, and we really look forward to this one. So Next Genius Foundation, a little about it. We are a registered charitable trust in India. And with a vision to identify world changers, we connect with outstanding liberal arts colleges in the United States. And our partner colleges have awarded scholarships worth $20 million to 117 students across India. And if you are in your grade 12 or you are in your gap year right now, our registrations for this year have begun. So please feel free to register yourselves. And without further delay, I would like Mr. Maulik and Mr. Bharat to take over the seminar today. Thank you.
Perfect. First of all, thank you very much for having us. It's a great opportunity to present to this young audience. We are going to first start with the introduction of YVO. before we talk about the Future Leaders program. So YVO stands for Young Volunteers Organization, and this was formed 5 years ago by us. The whole intention was that we wanted to build a platform on which youngsters can make a huge difference to this world, in spite of they not having enough time or money on their hands to actually do something big. It generally takes a lot of time and energy and money to do something big, but you can start small. So we started with a crowdfunding platform, which has today about say 1100 odd donors contributing a small amount like 500 rupees a month, but collectively about 9 lakhs every month. And we use this for social impact causes that help those who are underprivileged to stand on their own feet. All right. So the whole idea is there are a lot of people who are not as fortunate as us. And we try to build the gap between the NGOs who are doing outstanding work to give them a means of living. And we are the facilitators who actually help people give in the right way, and we ensure that the money reaches the right hands in the right way. We take up causes like women empowerment, education, sanitization, hygiene, water conservation for the differently able. So we don't believe in giving fish to a hungry man. We believe that we must teach him fishing. He must eventually not need a donation ever in life. Okay, so that's the philosophy on which YVO is built, that together we can make that happen and we can change that life in a way that he can sustain himself further from this. All right. So our soul of our organization is the selection of the cause. We hunt kind of the best NGOs in the country. Even in the NGO, we try to hunt the best cause. So we have a very, very strict due diligence process, and we have a very passionate team behind it who goes around. See, a lot of times you want to help and you want to give, but you don't know where to give. We're trying to solve that problem as YVO. And as us, on ourselves, we are a zero admin cost. So a lot of times, if people who know the NGO space, out of all the money that you donate, a lot of it is used to run the organization. In our case, it's 0 rupees. So whatever is donated is directly given to the organization. We sustain our cost from our own pocket expenses. Okay, so we will not charge a single rupee as an admin fee. That's how transparent we are. That's how committed we are to the cause. And that's what makes us reliable. We share every information of the donation, as in where the money was used, for what cause. That also, everything that was purchased with the money that people donate is also shared on WhatsApp, email, and on our website. So we are basically trying to be the most transparent and accountable platform in between the donor and the NGO, so that people now know where they should donate, and we try to solve that problem. So this is in a nutshell what we do. All right. And what have we done so far out of all the different causes? So our donations have happened pan-India. It's been over 5 years. As on date, we are about 65 donations through. We have donated collectively. Each donor does not give more than 500. Okay, most donors only give 500 rupees a month, but collectively we have been able to facilitate impactful causes worth 2.7 crores till date. In our first 5 years, it was about 2.3 crores. We also account who is going to be benefited with this donation or this impact. And if you see, as on date, about 80,000 people are using the equipment that has been bought through these donations, and their lives are changing little, but for sure. All right, it's happening step by step, but it's happening definitely. So we have seen impacted about 80,000 different lives so far, and these are the various different organizations with whom we have associated, and these are kind of the best accountable organizations in the country, and it's taken a lot of hard work to find them and identify them. So summarizing, zero admin cost, causes that help the beneficiary sustain his lifestyle, stand on his own feet, transparency to the T, emails, WhatsApp of every detail. Our bank balance also is zero every month. So whatever money is collected every month is donated. So we are a zero bank balance organization. There's no corpus, and the due diligence is our strength. Okay. With this kind of commitment to the cause, we've been doing this for more than 5 years, and we give monthly reports to all of them. A few of our case studies. So we help the deaf learn. They train themselves as chefs, waiters, and it's an 11th month free training. It's a 1 month internship, and we ensure that they eventually get a job. So their handicap is no longer their handicap. We have helped in dams in villages where the entire village, like you see in that Swades movie, where people get together. So they do the Shramdan, and we give all the financial support needed to build a dam. They actually build a dam which will solve their problem for generations. So these are the kind of causes that we have built in various situations. Whatever was the need of that organization, we have fulfilled them. Again, so whatever we do, we don't solve a problem one time or on a short term. Skill development, education, empowerment, that's what we look at. What we are here today is for the Future Leaders program. Bharat is going to take it ahead from here. And we started this pretty late, maybe in our 30s. And it's our dream that we help people start very early in life to start walking those steps towards leadership and towards social entrepreneurship. So, Bharat, the stage is all yours.
Hi, good evening. This Future Leaders program is created to give young people enough exposure in terms of how to create some social impact. So if you see, our mission statement is empowering next generation future leaders with social entrepreneurship skills to create meaningful impact, thus creating a better world to live in. We firmly believe that the leadership of the future will be different. They'll be more compassionate, and they'll be doing a lot more to help the world. And we're just giving them little exposure to that. Maulik, you'll have to change the slide here. Yeah, so just quick, before I get to what is the program, I'm going to take you all to the kind of people who are going to run this program and just give you all a quick update. So we start with the ladies, Lata Daswani. She's done a leadership program at Harvard Business School. She's a director and head of tax at Bank of America. Ankita Sheth, she's a co-founder at Vista Rooms, which is a property rental company. Anuprita, she's also done a program at Harvard Business School, and she's currently at ArcelorMittal. Sahil Doshi, he's an investor. Anand Chheda, he's a co-founder at Everest Fleet Private Limited. They run more than 800 cars. Aditya Damani, he's a MBA from London Business School. He's a founder and CEO of Credit Fair. Deep Mehta runs DigiChef. Deep helped so many people during this COVID for food. It's unbelievable. His numbers would go in like maybe more than 10,000. I'm Bharat Jaisinghani. I also did a program at Harvard Business School, and I use some of those things. We use some of that stuff to, create a program like this. I'm a promoter at Polycab. What I really like is continuous transformation and growth. I think that's my passion. Siddharth Latsaria. Viveo was his idea along with Maulik. Siddharth is an investor in more than 125 startups, and he's also a co-founder of Everest Fleet, which runs more than 800 cars. Maulik runs a home automation implementation company. He's an engineer, and Maulik is the most compassionate person in Viveo. He writes blogs and speaks, sends a lot of articles about how the world should be a better place. Yeah. So what will each student get during and on the completion of the program? We'll give a welcome kit. Interaction, you will end up interacting with more than 2 NGOs. Exposure on how an NGO works. One-to-one interaction with any Viveo member by choice. A certificate and recommendation letter from Viveo on completion of program. And we are also giving rupees 10,000 per student, which can be redonated. but there are some conditions because we want to make sure that the money goes in the right place. So I just want to say that this is we are doing this program for the first time, but there are a lot of learnings, which these are the things that we're going to talk about during the program are already, we have worked on it multiple times. So it's not something that is new to us. We have just made it easy to understand for younger people. And what we are really trying to do here is just create a pipeline for the future. We believe if we can expose people to what's happening in this sector, it could make a huge difference. We have a bank of more than 30 NGOs or some more where where we take up projects. Anyway, so this is the 10-day session, the 9 sessions of first is I'm going to talk about in detail about everything, but first is the orientation and detailed introduction to YVO. Second session is how do we select an NGO. Third is we're going to interact with NGO and make presentation. Then we're going to have an impact, third and fourth. Then we're going to have an impact, do some impactful activity. Then it's a one-to-one interaction with a YVO donor. Digital marketing for NGOs. Because we're going to be a group of people, it's better to know each other. There'll be a WOW picnic, which is by Vista Room. There'll be a session on Meet the Leaders and the final day. Yeah, Maulik. The first session, the orientation is going to be around what is really finding a purpose for a problem that you want to solve or something that you feel passionate about. And at the same time, what is happening in reality in the world, what is the improvement in the world, and what are the, we're going to talk about the 17 sustainable goals of the World Health Organization. So basically, what is that the world needs and where can we contribute? Session 2. So this is the heart of YVO. What we make easy for others is that if you want to donate money, we go and audit NGOs in detail to understand what are the good things. I mean, what does a good NGO look like and what does an average NGO look like from our perspective? And so here is an introduction to an audit process of what are the things that we guys seek in an NGO. What are the things that we feel we have a checklist of more than 15 parameters. So we are going to take you guys through that process. We are going to give you all 2 NGOs, give you all the details about it, and work with you guys as to which do you selecting what is the right NGO and probably run a debate about it. Yeah. In sessions 3 and 4, this was going to be around 2 days, and hence it says 3 and 4, but we don't know. I mean, we have to see that it cannot be done physically anymore. So maybe it will come down to 1 session. We'll meet the allotted NGO and most likely 2 of them. We will also make presentations on our findings in terms of what are their causes, what is that they can do more, and give them some feedback and have an open debate on the cause of the NGO. And how is it making a difference to the world? What is the rights and wrong? And also we will share some of that with the NGO leader so that the NGOs gets a straight feedback. Yeah.
Just I would like to add, eventually in this session, you will also get a chance to present a case. After the study that you have done of that NGO, we will have an open thing of which team did the best job and which NGO deserves to get the money. So you will actually learn how to give and how to select and how to present that.
Yeah. So this entire project is going to be done from home because and we will because of our close associations with NGO, we'll make sure you contribute to the society even if you're doing it digitally. On session 5, we're going to do an impactful activity where we will come together, work with some NGO or do it ourselves, maybe create groups of 3 or 4 each and create small projects and launch those projects. We are more than 30-40 people working in YVO and spending more than 5 to 10 hours a week. But what is we are always available. So we are going to work with you guys to, create a successful change. Here we're going to have a session with a YVO donor. We've built a lot of association with a lot of people. So just from a list, there's Mr. Ramesh Kacholia from Caring Friends, Mr. Dr. Anirudh Malpani, Mr. Vedanathan from IDFC Bank, Radhika Rajan from DSP, and we have a long list, and we are going to allow you guys to we're going to get these guys to have a chat and discussion with you as to what from their perspective needs to be done to change the world. This is in today's world, there are a lot of digital platforms that can be used to raise money. So this is going to be an exposure on what all are the digital platforms that can be used. How can we use them? We're going to actually go and create a small project there basis the impactful activity that we are selecting. We could, there is going to be a more than hour session as to how to even measure whether the activity is working, it's not working, and what are the things that can be done. Yeah. Here is session 8. We're going to be, we believe that a community needs to be created with people who want to change the world. So here we're going to have a fun session with Vista Rooms. It's all going to be virtual, but hoping that all of us know each other better and become friends for life, so that we can continue making a difference. So we at YVO, we have a huge list of us who are have work in different places, different industries. We believe young people can also get a little bit of exposure on by picking an industry that they want to participate in. So we're going to give you a list of all the people, and you can spend time with them to understand what drives them, and also get an understanding of the industry specifically when you're taking the next steps in your life.
Yeah. Again, adding a little bit to this, like our founder is one of the largest angel investors in the country. He's invested in more than 110 startups. So these, and again, Bharat is very modest, but he leads a company called Polycap, which is one of the top wire brand in the country. I don't know anybody who doesn't know that brand. So these are young achievers, and why so soon in life they believe in giving, why they spare their time while building their careers for giving, and what leads them, and why giving is such a big aspect of leadership. These are few things that people will learn in these sessions. That why it is important to be altruistic in life, why to give something selflessly in life. So these are few things that we'll highlight in these one-on-one sessions.
Yeah. So this is a final session. We are going to request people to get some donors, and this is not for the sake of YVO. We just believe people should go little out of their comfort zone and create a little practice of raising money. Is going to be a very small amount, maybe $500 or something. So we're going to just talk to people how that is done. We're going to provide certificates and make a common promise to make a difference to the world. Yeah. So that's about our 10-day program. We're not speaking for 45 minutes. We've kept it crisp, and yeah, we're happy to take questions. Sorry, we can't hear you, Devika.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So yeah, I've made you all co-host for the webinar, and you all can see the questions.
Perfect. So the first question, Bharat, was which NGOs do you collaborate with?
Yeah, Maulik, go ahead.
I'll take that one. There is a huge list. So like we said, Mr. Ramesh Kacholia is one name that Bharat expressed. They are Caring Friends. They select NGOs since 3 decades. They have a huge portfolio of NGOs that they can vouch for through study, through experience, and through spending time with them. With 5 years, we also have learned a little bit in this space. So we can talk to NGOs, we can learn about their causes and do. I already showed a slide which showed a few NGOs that we have collaborated with. I'm just going to share that one more time just to get a hang of it. Okay, so these are a few NGOs, but it's an ever building list. These are few of our NGOs that we have tied up with till date. And there are loads of them. There are loads of people who have given up their careers, who have given up their mainstream life because they truly believe in that cause. Something happened that changed their life forever. There are a lot of philanthropic people like this, and there's no dearth of good NGOs. So we have a long list, about 40 NGOs that we have already associated. The second question is, are there other ways not donating money to health? Bharat, you can take this.
Yeah, in fact, we're not asking for money. We might end up giving money and saying that, why don't you use this money to make a difference? But yeah, here we are really creating a community so that, we help each other continuously. And we have 4 teams. We have a membership team where we people which focus on creating more donations. We have an NGO team. We have a marketing team, and we have a admin team. So people are free to join any of these teams. We have a meeting first Wednesday of every month. We welcome people for those meetings, and I think it's a continuous effort. It is not a one time effort. Yeah.
Okay, the next question is, you said you wanted to teach the man how to fish, but then why so focused on donations instead of something like education? So, see, to even give education, you need donation, right? So I'll just give you an example. One of our donations was Think Sharp Foundation. Now, this is a man who's come out of village and went places in life. He wanted to now give back to his village and started making digital classrooms in schools. Okay, that is one of our donations. We are talking about donations because now just a remotest school in a municipal school in a village where attendance was hardly 10-20%. Because of our donation, there was a digital classroom in this school. Instead of parents using their children for labor in farming and agriculture, because there's a digital classroom now, started sending them as thinking that, okay, kuch nahi to it will be like a daycare center. Now this digital classroom enhanced their attendance from 20% to 85%. This is what we donate. It is purely for education. A lot of our causes are educational. Go to www.ybporg.in, and if you go to the donations page, you will see how many of our causes are for donation, for education. So it's a donation for a sustainable cause is what we meant. The next question is invalid now because they said they make the PPT window larger. The next one is, since field work is a lot harder in times of COVID-19, how can we volunteer even today? Bharat, again, I think you can take this up.
No, I think all of this will be digitally done. We will run all the activities digitally. We are figuring out ways that we can help even without going to the place. So the idea is to create projects and make a difference. So we were going to launch this program in March before COVID happened. After that, we have adjusted everything to digital. So it's digital all the there's no issue around that.
Yeah, and how to volunteer even today. Let me give you an example that we have done during this COVID time. We associated with an organization called SSM, okay? And they were doing work at the ground root level in some remote villages in Maharashtra for getting food and survival kits for the extremely poor who are not even getting relief from the government, okay? They were bound to, but they still hadn't got it. So survival was a task for them. Within 24 hours, just by using WhatsApp marketing, we could actually raise about 10.5 lakh rupees for them through WhatsApp marketing, and we could help about 1,500 families to survive for the next 15 days. So it does not need volunteering on field always. Sometimes, even in COVID times, we could do something rather than nothing. Okay.
Yeah, so the next question is how groups will be made. Each class will have around 10 to 15 people. So there'll be anything from 3 to 4 groups. Depends on the size of the class, because we're just trying to keep it little customized. We understand people have classes. So we're trying to fix it in various ways and match what is required for the program. How do we register? We have an email ID. Sorry, Maulik, you're saying something?
Yeah, so Devika is going to answer that live. She's written, so I think.
All right, okay. Yeah.
Devika, you want to take that? right now?
No, so I have actually, basically put the questions live so you can answer them.
Okay.
Yeah. So how can I? So the registration bit, Devika, you're gonna put it there, or?
They want to register with you. So I think it would be better if you show it to them how they can register with you.
Yeah. Registration will be on email. The email ID is help.yvo@gmail.com. And you can also write to a person called Bhavya. I'm just giving you Bhavya's number. Just 1 second. All right, let me just. Yeah, Bhavya's number is 76666 times and 59510. So 76666 59510. All right. Someone asked, can a 16-year-old help in the process? This program was designed actually for everybody. So I think age is no bar. How long is the whole process going to be? It is going to be around 10 sessions, but each session will not be more than 1 hour. We want to keep it fairly crisp. And it's going to be over few weeks, so there's no stress. We don't want any kind of stress here. We want it to be done peacefully. How old does one have to be in order to be part of this program? Any age is fine, but I see right now we're doing it more for the students.
Bharat, why don't you share the 2 case studies of the youngest volunteers that we have had for this?
You go ahead. I'm just reading the questions here.
Okay, so we have had people, a 16-year-old, who have actively volunteered for this and really contributed in a big way. Not only spreading the word, also getting donors on board, also volunteering for several projects. So age no bar, guys. Just come ahead. We understand what you can do at your age. So we'll synchronize with you and we can really make a difference at any age.
Someone asked, can this be included in our CV portfolio? Not only that, you will get a certificate and you will also get a reference letter if needed, if you complete the program in totality. We will also, over a period of time, like I said, we're here to build a community. So we'll keep helping you with whatever you need. When will the course be conducted? Our first batch is already full. So the next batch will be announced. Should be in about 2 to 3 weeks from now. Is there any fees? No, there's no fees. Will you be emailing the PowerPoint, Devika? How do we transfer the PowerPoint?
Or I think you can just email the PowerPoint presentation to us and we'll share it with the registered students.
All right. Is there any scope of internship with us? Yes, definitely. But we would prefer if you go through this program and then actually come and work with us part-time. It's just 1-2 hours a week. All of us do this about max 4 hours a week. Because in these 10 sessions, you will know us better. You'll understand the process of YVO better. Is there any scope? Yeah. So where are you based from? We are based in Mumbai, but because all this is digital, we can do this pan India. So everybody is welcome. Once again, someone asked about the age. I'm saying age is not an issue. What gave us inspiration to start this organization? What we realized is many people in this world want to donate and make a difference, but it was very difficult to find the right NGO. And hence I say that the NGO audit process is at the heart of YVO, because the way we go and conduct and understand the thing about the NGO. So I think the thing is to help people. And our biggest inspiration was this person called Mr. Ramesh Kacholia, who runs Caring Friends. And I think everybody out here is inspired to make a difference. So Maulik, you can add to that.
Yeah, I think one of the things that pushed us is we didn't want to end up giving excuses why we didn't do anything. So we believe in the concept of something better than nothing. And that's where we started. When we started, we didn't know we could do so much. But it's always about you starting, and that's what we did.
Someone asked, I joined late, so I'm a bit confused. I have many ideas and want to execute one. So I should apply for this program, as YVO will help me to connect with the NGOs and provide me money to start one. Yes, we will find all the possible ways to help you. I don't know, we'll not give you a lot of money, but anything that needs to be done and we can give a helping hand, we're here. Can you share the PowerPoint? We're doing that. Is there a fee? No. All right, I'm just gonna. Do you all take interns? Yes, like I said, but it's preferable that you all go through this program. Latest date of registration, right now there's no latest date. We're going to launch the next program in the next 2 weeks. If we need to run 2 batches, we'll run 2 batches. There's no issue. It's just a couple of hours more from each of us. We have many people trying to do this together, so there's no limit. Can you please repeat the email ID? Just give me a second.
I have written it on the chat. I have answered it on the chat.
Okay, help.yvo@gmail.com anyway. Did you write the phone number as well, Maulik?
Yes.
Will it be on the weekends, and do you have a limit on the number of registrations? Yes, it will be on weekends, absolutely. And the number of registrations, there's no limit. We'll run as many batches as possible. Worst case, 1 batch, because we are all running 1 program each. 1 program can happen this week, and if I'm leading a subject, I do it next week. So it's just a continued effort. Yeah.
But Bharat, you missed a couple of them. Can you give us some examples of ways we would be able to help others online? Would it be more along the lines of teaching? What if it's hard for the people who really need this help to get access to internet for online classes?
So I think infrastructure will be sorted. So just leave all that on us. We will do whatever whatever's needed to sort all those things. Yeah. Is 14 years old too soon to start? Let me tell you, I have a friend's daughter who's 6 years old, and she collected 3,000 rupees, donated all her paintings to YVO, and she sold that 3,000. We encouraged her. And I'm not going to name her because the parents they don't want the name to go out. But so there's no age. I think it is just a feeling. The earlier we get the feeling, we'll make a better place to live in. Yeah. So what to do to join this program? I already said email ID. Is there something specific you look for in CVs? No, we just want intent. I'm currently in Lagos. Can I be a part as well? Yeah, why not? Can you? So I think most of the questions are, how do we register? Number of hours we are supposed to work is going to be 1 or 2 hours a week. Do we get the certificate only if we do everything perfectly? Yes, you cannot be sleeping on the program, and you have to be available, you have to be willing to learn, and there's nothing as being perfect. It's just we want to make sure. But yes, if you've done good enough, you're definitely getting a certificate. What if we are a bit shy to talk to others but actually want to make a difference? We can help you. I think we could coach you offline before taking you on the class, and you could slowly find your comfort, and as you're comfortable, please speak up more. Otherwise, it's okay anyway. I mean, as long as you take home something, take something home, we're fine.
And also, a lot of people in this space are introverts, so you are not a misfit. This is normal to be an introvert.
Will session 9 be virtual as well? Everything will be virtual. How will we be able to enroll for the program? Yes, we've already answered that. When will the program start? I said about 2 weeks from now. Will we get the details after the registration? Absolutely. That's the last question. I hope I covered everything. Yeah. So,
and in the presentation that we share, we will also add the email ID and the number for you to contact, and the registration thing. We will add that as the last slide so that everybody's questions are answered in terms of the call to action.
I just want to say the last thing, that we love to make a difference. It's a lot of fun. YVO is a great community, just doing it for passion, and we hope we can contribute a little to you all and help you make a difference to the society. That's all. I would end at that.
All right. So I think I personally felt that you guys did an amazing seminar. Looking at the overflowing questions, in the Q&A box. I feel it was really awesome. One thing which I personally loved was, as Maulik mentioned, the major part of being a leader is giving. So if you don't have the will to give, I think you are not a perfect leader, or you are not a well-rounded leader. So that thing was really interesting. And since this was a profile building webinar, I feel nothing can be more as reflective as volunteering, for some good cause to add on to your profile. So I am pretty sure that our grade 9 to 12 students have totally taken away a lot of key points from it. And we will share the presentation with them once we have it with us. And yep, it was an amazing seminar. Thank you.
Thank you, Devika, for your time. And yeah, thanks everybody. Hope to see some of you all on the program.
One last thing that I would like to say is, you will always come at a point in which you will search for a deeper meaning and purpose in life. You will feel lost. That's this age to do with all about. If you have something selfless that you're doing all the time, you will always be full of that meaning and purpose and goal in life. Everything else will fall into place if you put this in place. So give this a shot, and you won't regret it.
Thanks, Maulik.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you once again.
Bye.